So we're back in European escalation. This time I thought I'd make a American deck. Probably the best available nation from Wargame, apart from perhaps the Soviets. Core Team America. Select bonus, so we'll go with US. We'll go without the helicopters. I prefer mechanized in general. We'll want all the time, so we have the most advanced units available to us. Start off. So the Americans probably have the second most units, perhaps after the Soviets, I would guess. The Hemmets are pretty good. Definitely need to bring some of them. Want the Armour Command as usual for multiplayer. And the Chinooks are good for supplying. Have a forward operating base as well. Flying commands, some people love them. I think you have to be reasonably good at playing to use them. They're extremely vulnerable. Okay, so units. The ATGM Dragons are one of my favourite units from the old game. You're able to get a lot of kills using these. As usual, I'm just going to check to see which ones are in the fastest vehicle. I think probably the Bradleys. Problem is these are quite expensive, the Bradleys. So I think we're going to go with the basic vehicle. Squad of them. These are flame-throwing units, these. I don't tend to use them much, but they can be used to overwhelm a position. Maybe we'll bring some along. Probably just in the little armoured vehicle. Or is this one better? What's the difference again? I suppose one must be. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna go with. I'll probably the armor actually. Yeah, the armor's better. So we'll just go with one of these anyway. We'll get an elite squad. We can use them to clear our position after all. Delta Force. I think it's always good to have some special forces in your team. Though it looks like we can only get them in the M35 Jeep or the Huey, so I might not bother actually. Anti-air infantry. Useful unit. Can always get lucky. It would be nice to have them with the dragon actually. Or I think I prefer to have them with the stingers. So the bulk of our army will obviously be riflemen. So we'll have to have the basic squad available. And also we'll bring a dragon squad as well. There we go, that's the infantry covered. So there's a lot more vehicles for the Americans. The Chaparral was a favourite for most people as their anti-air unit. Maybe the Hawk now will be better. The Hawk seems to have longer range. We'll bring the Hawk. And we'll bring the basic Chaparral. Just looking at the range of these guys. These guys are cheaper, though they have an unnecessary machine gun. These fire faster. Maybe I'll just bring these ones. Or can you get veteran ones? Can I get more of this one? Oh. Bit of artillery. And the tanks. So the Abrams is pretty good. It's a pretty good tank. So we'll bring a few of them. And then I quite like the rise pattern in the old game. And some people swear by the Starship because it has a basic ATGM. So might as well bring them as well. Do we want a slightly upgraded one? Probably not. They don't really have any proper out and out light tanks, as far as I can remember. Recon. Some people love the Bradley, but I think it's a bit too expensive at 75 to 80 per unit. We'll bring ourselves some Rangers. Kiowa. Maybe the basic Jeep. Do we get more of this one? No. Generally they shouldn't be coming under fire. Ah, these are great. The towels. You have to love the towels. Allowing us to wipe out most infantry we come across. I don't know what the purpose of this guy is. Looks like anti-air again, but put in a different section. I don't think I brought any. Yeah, I didn't. It might be worth bringing them then. I didn't bring any Vulcans, so these might come in handy. Helicopters, the famous Apache, of course. Very good with its Hellfire missiles. I don't tend to use them because they're quite expensive, get shot down very easily. So I tend to go with actually is the Cobras with the towels. Maybe I'll bring a couple of them. Now the planes. Haven't seen the American planes in this. Looks like a pretty good choice we have. Ooh, the Nighthawk. Pretty cool. So I like to bring a fighter, a bomber and an all-purpose. So let's just flick through these, see what we have as bombers. That's interdiction, I think. These are bombers. It's a bomber. Eagles are fighters. Okay. The American stuff's pretty expensive. Always feel a bit nervous about using very expensive units. I might prefer to bring more of these more specialised, perhaps. Or less specialised, rather. Wow. We need to command the skies, really. It'd be nice to bring a bomber anyway. That's vastly expensive. And yeah, maybe some cheap bombers if they have any. We can summon if needed. Oh, I think we're out of activation points already. Bring something which costs one more activation point. Either one more tank, or we could bring the Apaches. You never know. Maybe I'll bring on one Apache one day. There we go, the American deck. Team America.